Philly shell since Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
His defense was incredible.
Yeah, defense, and he stayed. And that guy was putting the guy from Golden Boy. I can't remember his name. Who he fought, but was just a good fighter and was really pressuring him. And Shakur stayed in the pocket.
Yeah,
he stayed in the pocket.
He also said he's not
calling him a runner before.
Anymore.
He's not a runner. Yeah.
Teofimo is just a sore loser. He's just a peanut brain. So
Shakur, that guy will put anybody to sleep outside the ring, not inside the ring, because that's like he's the most boring fighter in the history of boxing. And they can say whatever they want, they can hype him up and all that stuff, but I really feel bad for him because there's no way they could put him on pay-per-view.
If ESPN prefers black fighters, they can have them. The remark lingered long after it was said. Teofimo Lopez had just delivered a stunning statement that sent shockwaves well outside the sport of boxing. This went far beyond routine pre-fight bravado. Many immediately interpreted the comment as a pointed swipe at Shakur Stevenson and other high-profile black fighters. The reaction was swift and intense, exposing a level of hostility that caught even veteran boxing analysts off guard. In that moment, the feud transformed into something far bigger than championship belts or rankings.
My boy Shakur, I just think you just keep the distance, keep it clean, fight when he needs to, box when he needs to. But I do like Lopez. He's very athletic, he knows how to box, and I think when there's an occasion like this, he does rise to it. But I just think Shakur's been around the world as an amateur as well as a pro. I think he's more of a seasoned fighter. I'd say Wood maybe. I think they've both been a bit inactive, but I'd say Wood. I think he's a bigger puncher. I think he might just clip him and hurt him. Sugar Nunes, I was out in Japan. That's actually where I met Inoue at that fight. I'd never watched him before until then. He's relentless, he can hit hard, he's a small target. I'll go with Nunes. You gotta go with Shields. I think she's ticked every box as a pro and amateur. I think the fought before, she's beat her, so I think he'll be 2-0.
Shakur Stevenson didn't hold back in his response. He viewed Lopez's controversial statement as an obvious sign of bitterness, rooted in frustration over the attention and praise being directed toward other fighters, especially black athletes who regularly appear in ESPN's spotlight. What Lopez framed as criticism of promoters felt personal to Stevenson, escalating the situation almost instantly. To him, it was a thinly veiled effort to undermine both his success and the broader recognition of his contemporaries. With emotions now fully involved, the rivalry took on a far sharper edge, setting the scene for a deeply hostile showdown.
Canelo has a unique style that works for Canelo himself. Didn't happen that night. I had Crawford winning the fight, and he did. So this is not that, you know? And my best attribute in my skill set is my footwork. So I look forward to seeing how much am I going to develop going against a fighter like him? What did I learn from all the fighters that I faced in my 23 fights as a professional fighter? So, exciting.
Is there a rematch clause in this?
No rematch clause. We risk it all the time. No.
Save the date, January 31st, 2026. The iconic Madison Square Garden in New York City will play host to a fight that goes far beyond the ordinary. Serving as the main event of the Ring 6 megacard, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez are set to collide in a junior welterweight showdown at 140 pounds. The stakes are enormous. Lopez will defend his WBO super lightweight crown against a determined Stevenson, who is moving up in weight with his sights firmly set on championship gold. All signs point to a defining moment that could leave a lasting mark on the sport.
I think the fight with Teo is either going to be you delivering a masterclass
or a knockout by Teo.
Yeah, or you getting into some type of brawl with Teo and end up getting knocked out, right? What are fans getting wrong about the matchup?
I think the fans is getting wrong about the matchup is where I'm not sleeping on that I know about Teo. Teo's a good boxer. He's boxer first. So we could say, oh, he's just gonna knock you out, or he's just gonna, that's not him. He's boxing first. He's gonna want to establish distance and range on the outside and try to beat me up on the outside. So I think that's the main thing. And also the biggest thing that everybody don't realize with me, I can punch. Everybody say, oh, he can't punch, and then boom, crack somebody, and then they laying down, or something may happen to where they hurt or something like that. So I think that's two big things where they don't understand or know.
Stevenson's choice to leap directly into the 140-pound division and immediately face a champion of Lopez's caliber represents a defining point in his career. This bout will mark his professional debut at that weight, and is bypassing any warm-up fights along the way. A number of experts are already calling it the most demanding test he's ever faced. Fueled by an uncompromising drive to reach the top, Stevenson has shown he has no interest in taking the long, cautious route. Instead, he's embracing a bold, high-stakes opportunity from the very start.
I will be 100 times better come fight night against Teofimo Lopez than I was against Cepeda. 1,000 times better, faster, sharper, stronger, mentally more on point, and I can't wait.
You said a couple of times now you see some holes in Teofimo's game. I know you don't want to give away your game plan at the kickoff press conference, but where are the weaknesses? Where are some of the weaknesses in his game?
A lot of the weaknesses is in his mental. I think it's more mental than anything, and I'm going to expose it. You
said in your last fight that you proved you were a dog against William Zepeda. What do you want to prove in this one?
That I'm the best. I want to show the world that I'm the best. After this fight, I want to be considered top 5 pound-for-pound fighter in the sport, and I can't wait to show it.
You said this week that you were in for a rude awakening when you get to 140. What do you think he's in for when he goes up against you?
I think he just don't realize how good I am. I think come fight night, he's going to realize that I'm going to take it to another level that he has never seen before. So if he's expecting the Lomachenko, the Josh Taylor fight to happen, it won't be that type of fight.
Teofimo, let me start with first, I've noticed you're doing a lot of reading and a lot of writing there as this pressure's been going on. What have you been kind of jotting down over the last few minutes?
Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Yo, for real, y'all not excited for this? Yo, hey, production, can y'all put the echo down a little bit? But listen, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm just, just doing some self-work. That's all it is. But nevertheless, man, shout out to the Knicks. NBA semifinals against the Orlando Magic. That's up, coming soon. Let's go Knicks. I'm excited for that. And yeah, man, y'all not excited, man? This is 2 of the guys that they say is the best of the best. About to lace it up here in beautiful Madison Square Garden, the mecca of boxing, January 31st. Chris Mannix, I'm happy, man. I'm grateful, thankful, blessed. And gonna have Shakur Jigama,
You said you're gonna do what?
Jigga my balls.
What? Pause, bro.
You fell for
wow,
that shit.
Why you always doing that, bro?
To Niagara Falls.
Teofimo, you could have gone a few different directions for your next fight. Done a unification at 140. You've talked in the past about moving up in weight. Why was this the right fight for you?
Hold on, I'll tell you what.
Fuck you too, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
I mean, come on now. Like, he's saying this, he's saying that, and the third, but in reality, man, this guy is the best, and we're here to face the best. And that's just what it is. Forget the rest. That's all it is, man. That's what it takes. We define the odds. We're against all odds. And to DraftKings and to all the betting odds out there, make sure you keep the odds in highly favored in Shakur. I got a lot of people that are starving, and they need to make their money.
Shakur Stevenson is widely regarded as one of the most technically skilled fighters in boxing today. A former Olympic silver medalist, his spotless professional record underscores his exceptional talent. Stevenson is celebrated for his elite defensive skills, clever southpaw movement that consistently confounds opponents, and precise, devastating punching. He has dominated every division he's entered, and now he's taking a daring step to capture a title in what would become his 4th weight class, further solidifying his place among boxing's all-time greats.
What he just said.
I'm not none of them fighters. I think that he did some great things against them guys. I seen a lot of weaknesses in his game too, and something that he said earlier. He said, Teo never lost to a southpaw. Well, I never lost to an orthodox. So it ain't no different, but
the difference is you never fought no elite fighter.
Okay, I don't think y'all did either.
Oh, so you gotta show it, baby.
I don't think y'all did either. I ain't see.
Not on my son.
I ain't see Lomachenko throw no punches.
You never been on a big stage like this.
I didn't see Lomachenko throw punches for 6
rounds. You never been on a big stage like this.
I didn't see Lomachenko throw punches
for 6 rounds. Because we froze him.
Okay, you gonna see.
We gonna freeze you too.
You better not throw the towel in.
Come on, man. You out of your mind.
Okay.
Shit. My son fought without no air. My son fought without no air against Cambosos.
You can't fight for your son. You can't fight for your son.
You gonna tell me, man? Come on.
You can't fight for your son.
I bet you gonna quit.
Yeah, okay, you gonna see.
All right.
Shakur, we've heard seniors say a couple of times or bring up the Zepeda fight, maybe kind of hoping that you fight that style. Do you think they're trying to get you out of your game in that way?
I will be 100 times better come fight night against Teofimo Lopez than I was against Zepeda. 1,000 times better. Faster, sharper, stronger, mentally more on point, and I can't wait.
You said a couple of times now you see some holes in Teofimo's game. I know you don't want to give away your game plan at the kickoff press conference, but where are the weaknesses? Where are some of the weaknesses in his game?
A lot of the weaknesses is in his mental. I think it's more mental than anything. And I'm going to expose it. You
said in your last fight that you proved you were a dog against William Zepeda. What do you want to prove in this one?
That I'm the best. I want to show the world that I'm the best. After this fight, I want to be considered top 5 pound-for-pound fighter in the sport, and I can't wait to show it.
You said this week that you were in for a rude awakening when you get to 140. What do you think he's in for when he goes up against you?
I think he just don't realize how good I am. I think come fight night, he's going to realize that I'm going to take it to another level that he has never seen before. So if he's expecting the Lomachenko, the Josh Taylor fight to happen, it won't be that type of fight.
Stevenson exudes near-total confidence, insisting that his unique skill set and exceptional ring IQ will overpower Lopez. He has openly claimed that he has already faced the very best Teofimo has to offer and believes his own abilities exist on an entirely different level. Shakur is adamant that when fight night arrives, he will deliver a performance worthy of a masterclass, silencing any doubts about his ability to adapt and dominate in a new weight class, proving once and for all that he stands among the sport's elite.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder, Chris. This place is special. I think when this fight was talked about, I think both Shakur and Teofimo Lopez need a huge amount of credit for making this fight. Both of the guys are the respective kings of their division. Teofimo Lopez, the #1 guy at 140. Shakur, the #1 guy at 135. And when I heard about this fight, I didn't expect it to happen. And you know, the work that His Excellency's done, Ring Magazine, to make this fight quite sensational. But the icing on the cake is to see the fight at Madison Square Garden. This is, for me, the absolute mecca of boxing. And speaking to Joel and Sal, the incredible team at the Garden, the pre-sale numbers are through the roof. This place will be full to the rafters on January 31st. You've got Newark against Brooklyn, but more importantly, you've got 2 generational great fighters. In Teofimo Lopez, a guy that beat the man at 135, up at 140. But this guy to my right, when you talk about chasing greatness, 28 years of age and trying to become a 4-division world champion on January 31st. Look at the names in the history that have done it. Roy Jones Jr., Pernell Whitaker, Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns, Juan Manuel Marquez. Greatness only gets appreciated over time. Let's acknowledge what we're about to see on January 31st. This is 2 guys in their absolute prime. And we should be very, very lucky in a sport that's dominated by money, and these fighters deserve every penny they get. These guys are chasing legacy. And that's so motivating to be involved in an event like this. And the undercard will be announced in due course. Frank Smith and the brilliant guys at Seller and Ring Magazine. Rick, thank you very much. This is just an incredible event to be involved with. But just take it in and enjoy what we're about to see. 2 great fighters in their prime, putting it all on the line for their legacy.
At a recent press conference, Stevenson didn't hold back, confidently pointing out what he sees as weaknesses in Lopez's overall game, particularly in his mental toughness. He even hinted that Lopez may not fully appreciate just how skilled Stevenson truly is. This psychological approach is a key part of Shakur's strategy, aiming to undermine his opponent's confidence before they ever step into the ring. His focus on the mental aspect shows that he plans to exploit more than just physical differences. Addressing concerns about moving up to the 140-pound division, Stevenson remained composed. He dismissed the size gap, insisting that Lopez isn't drastically bigger and emphasizing that muscle alone isn't enough to win at this level. Promising fans a performance far beyond his previous fights, Stevenson vowed to be faster, sharper, stronger, and mentally sharper than ever. His statement underlines his belief that skill, technique, and intelligence will always outweigh raw power.
I just got one and all. I know Shakur Stevenson's going to be having a fight coming up. I know there's a lot of pressure of having to perform. Some people have been very critical of, this last fight. He has the free agency thing coming up. Any kind of wisdom, advice, and something for a young fighter?
Shakur don't need me to give him any wisdom. Shakur that guy, man. And call it whatever you want to call it. He ain't going to be with Top Rank, whatever y'all want to say. You hater this, not. He don't need me to say what he needs to do. Shakur already knows what he needs to do. He's seeing Tank shine. He's seeing Tank get that attention. But, his ultimate goal is to be the best at 135 pounds. That's his goal. So he going to come in feeling some type of way. He going to come in refocused, dedicated like always, and he going to show y'all. He going to show y'all what he's made of on that night when he returns. Trust me, he will. He has that in him, dog. He's different, cut from a different cloth, bro.
He's the one to beat Tank, you think?
Yeah. And call me hate. I don't give a damn. Yeah, y'all keep coming at me. Keep bringing that hate. Keep bringing that hate.
Teofimo Lopez fired back with equal intensity, making it clear that he pursues this fight precisely because he seeks out the toughest challenges, not easy opponents. He described the matchup as a true legacy bout, emphasizing boxing's urgent need for elite fighters to meet each other in the ring. For Lopez, this fight is a chance to solidify his place in history, demonstrating that he is a competitor willing to confront greatness head-on and define his era by taking on top-tier opponents.
And I honestly did it because I wanted to push myself. I know that Teo is a tremendous fighter. I know he's on an extremely high level. And I feel like, I know that I can beat him, but I know that this should be a tough session, so I'm ready.
Who were some of the other options you had?
Lamar Roach.
That would have been a real good fight, man. But I mean, Teo, he's a bigger name though, so I see why you went with him.
Yeah, bigger name, and also he got the more accolades. He's been undisputed before. He's on one belts at 35, one belts at 30, at 40. So he's more accomplished. So I know that would be a better name on my resume.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that this is going to be a tough fight for you.
I mean, they absolutely right to have their opinion. I already know this guy's good. I done came up in the amateurs with him.
Keem Davis recently made a startling prediction involving his close friend Sean, sparking intrigue well beyond the usual boxing chatter. Similarly, Teofimo Lopez dropped a bombshell at a press event, igniting controversy with a statement that went far beyond trash talk. Many immediately interpreted his words as a pointed jab at Shakur Stevenson and other high-profile black fighters, revealing a tension that promises to go deeper than championship belts or rankings. Stevenson didn't hold back in response. He interpreted Lopez's remarks as bitterness and jealousy over the spotlight afforded to others, particularly those frequently featured on ESPN. To Stevenson, Lopez's comment was a personal attack disguised as frustration with promoters, escalating the situation instantly and adding an emotional layer to an already volatile matchup. Fans should mark their calendars, January 31, 2026, at Madison Square Garden in New York City. This isn't just another fight, it's the main event of the Ring 6 card, a high-stakes junior welterweight showdown at 140 pounds. Lopez will defend his WBO super lightweight title against Stevenson, who is moving up in weight for the first time in his career, aiming to claim championship gold. Stevenson's decision to jump straight into a new division against a reigning champion marks a bold turning point. Analysts already view this as his toughest challenge to date. Driven by relentless ambition, Stevenson has chosen a high-risk, high-reward path, bypassing tune-up fights to make an immediate statement. Shakur is widely regarded as one of boxing's most technically gifted athletes. A former Olympic silver medalist, his perfect professional record speaks volumes. Known for his elite defense, elusive southpaw movement, and pinpoint accuracy, Stevenson has dominated every division he's competed in. Now, by pursuing a title in a fourth weight class, he is staking his claim as one of boxing's all-time greats. Confidence defines Stevenson's approach. He believes his skills and ring IQ will overwhelm Lopez, asserting that he operates on an entirely different level. He has vowed that fight night will showcase a masterclass performance, silencing doubts about his ability to adapt and dominate at 140 pounds. Lopez responded with equal intensity. He emphasized that he seeks the toughest competition, not easy fights, framing the bout as a true legacy matchup. For him, it's an opportunity to cement his place in history, demonstrating his willingness to confront greatness and define his era against elite opponents. Lopez also issued a stern warning to Stevenson, promising a rude awakening at 140 pounds, a division where he claims to have evolved through countless tough battles. He highlighted his unpredictability and ability to thrive under pressure, promising a decisive performance. Experts note that much of the fight's excitement will hinge on Lopez's willingness to take the offensive. Trainer Abel Sanchez warned that if Lopez tries to counterpunch like Stevenson is known to do, the bout risks becoming stagnant, a strategic chess match rather than an all-out brawl. This contrast in styles sets the stage for a fascinating clash: Stevenson's precision, elite defense, and timing versus Lopez's explosiveness, counterpunching, and ability to rise to big occasions. Lopez's career reinforces this narrative. He is a two-time Ring Magazine champion across two divisions, famously upsetting Vasily Lomachenko as a 4-1 underdog and later dominating Josh Taylor. His history shows he thrives under pressure and consistently brings his best in monumental moments. Stevenson, however, refuses to be defined by Lopez's past opponents. He has highlighted weaknesses in Lopez's overall game and delivered sharp, witty retorts, signaling that this fight will be fundamentally different. Prominent voices in boxing echo the stakes. Former world champion Tim Bradley believes Stevenson has the skill and grit to dethrone any top fighter, including the unbeaten WBA champ Gervonta Tank Davis. Joe Rogan emphasized Stevenson's elite defense, timing, and ring IQ, framing his tactical brilliance as an art form rather than a lack of excitement. Eddie Hearn, meanwhile, called the matchup best versus best, praising both fighters for chasing legacy over easy paydays. Hearn stressed Stevenson's ambition to become a four-division champion at just 28, a feat comparable to legends like Roy Jones Jr. and Sugar Ray Leonard. Lopez, on the other hand, plans to apply relentless pressure, disrupt Stevenson's rhythm, and capitalize on his perceived hesitation to absorb punches. This fight is more than a contest of skill, it's a collision of styles, strategies, and wills. From pre-fight psychological warfare to tactical analysis, every element points to an unforgettable showdown. On January 31, 2026, Madison Square Garden will not only crown a champion, it could redefine the sport itself, setting a new benchmark for elite fighters daring to risk everything in pursuit of greatness.